Hi and welcome to this Fieldglass overview for reviewing and approving a bid for RFP. Once you are logged into Fieldglass, your landing page will look very similar to this. And to access your statement of work bid, you will need to go to the work items menu in this top right hand corner, where you can see under statement of work bid, there is something waiting for you to approve. So if I click onto this, this will take me to any bids that are sitting with me for review. So if I look at this first one, I can click onto the ID, but I'm just going to click on go to details just here. So you can see there's an option for me to approve or reject, but it's important that we review the details of the statement of work bid. So as you can see below, we've got details around the cost centre, the business unit, location. So these are all the details that you would have completed when you sent in your statement of work request form. So this is a replication basically of that. So you can see the description here, and again, any details that you provided in terms of scope of service, and the deliverables just below here. And then you'll see your own details just here. If I scroll back up to the top, so that was the details page. There is nothing that sits in activity items, so we'll just skip past this and go to clauses. In clauses, you will see the mandatory clauses that are included in this statement of work bid, and any additional that would have been requested at this stage. So you'll just need to check through to make sure that you are happy with everything there. And then if I click onto characteristics, which houses the milestones, highlight reports, and fees. So if I click onto here, I've got it set up as all, so that you can see all the different milestones and highlight reports. You can also access them by clicking to the individual ones. So if you just wanted to see milestones, you would just click on to milestones, and the same goes for fees and highlight reports. If I just go back to all, you will notice, because this is a bid, the value is set as 0. But once the bids are coming in, it is with the suppliers who will then make changes to these milestones and enter a value based on what they are proposing. So if I just click on to that first milestone, which is called phase 1, this will just include any details that you would have provided for that particular milestone, like the deliverables, the acceptance criteria, etc. So again, it's just important to check through to make sure that you are happy with all those details. And then if we continue on, there is nothing in supplier resources. There is a questions section for bids where there will be questions that will be asked to the suppliers. So at the moment, you can see there's some mandatory questions that I sent out to all suppliers where they will need to click in and respond. But based on the bid, you can ask additional questions like the technical questions. Those will be pre-agreed by yourself with the consultant. So please ensure that you check through the technical questions as well as these mandatory questions, just to make sure that everything is in there that has been pre-agreed with the consultant. If I click into distribution, you'll see a list of the agreed suppliers that this bid is going out to. Responses, you can see, is currently set at 0 because this bid isn't out. There's nothing in here for you to check for approvals. And then if you're happy with all this information, you would just need to click approve. If you are unhappy, or if there's anything that you thought was missing or something that's changed that hasn't been agreed, before hitting the reject, I would please advise that you get in touch with the statement of work consultant just to double check, and that way they have an opportunity to kind of go in, make any changes. They may ask you to reject it so that you can come back to them, but please always just check with them before, in case the information might be located in a different section for you to check. So once you're happy with that, you would hit the approve button. If there's any comments you need to add, if not, you just hit approve again. Once this bid has been approved by yourself and the consultant, the bid will go out as per the agreed timeline you will have discussed with the statement of work consultant, and then it will go out to the suppliers.